Blessed night to you, all my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Now, I don't know if it is PTSD from what happened last night with the Reggae Boys, why I totally didn't remember anything about cricket going on today. I didn't remember that the CG United Super 50 starts today. I didn't even remember that the West Indies under 19 were taking on England under 19 in the second of 7 ODIs. Well, luckily for the West Indies under 19 boys, they secured victory, so they are now leading the series 2-0. Gonna walk you through that. I'm also gonna walk you through the scorecards for the games that went on today in the Super 50. Now, Jamaica took on Guyana Harpy Eagles. Unfortunately, they didn't get a chance to finish. Guyana Harpy Eagles, they were 287 for 6 when everything came to an end, right? Bad weather. We also saw Trinidad and Tobago Red Force going up against Barbados Pride, and only 5.1 overs were bowled out of that. So another no result, right? So we're gonna go through those two. Plus, we're gonna be looking at the West Indies on a 19 versus England on a 19 scorecard. As I am recording this, we have the Leeward Islands Hurricanes going up against Windward Islands Hurricanes. So we'll wait until that one's finished and I can give you the scorecard tomorrow for that one. All right, let's start off with the CG United Super 50 games and then we'll take a look at the West Indies under 19 versus England under 19. Now, Jamaica Scorpions took on Guyana Harpy Eagles and all we got out of that was 47 overs. It was Guyana Harpy Eagles batting, and I must say they are probably proud of what their top order did. You know, you can say, let me see, about 4 of the top order, or three people out of the top order got half centuries. So Raymond Perez, he opened with Captain Matthew Nandu. Both of them put together 107 before they lost the first wicket. Yes, 107. Now, Matthew Nandu, he scored 54 from 70 with 2 fours. Perez got 61 from 66 with 6 fours and 1 6. So 107 for the opening stand there. Opening stand. Kemal Savori, he made 25 from 32 with 2 boundaries. Kevlin Anderson, he was the top scorer. He got 83 from 60 with 10 fours and 3 sixes. 10 fours and 3 sixes there. Mavin Jadiniel, he got 26 from 34. Ali Mohammed got 25 from 19 not out. And that's basically how the batting looked there. Now, in terms of the bowling for the Jamaica Scorpions, Marquino Minley, he picked up 2 for 51 from 8. He was supported by Brad Barnes, who got 2 for 45 from 10. Abjay Mansingh 1 for 45 from his 7 overs. So those were the wicket takers for the Jamaica Scorpions. So 287 for 6 before everything came crashing down. There's not much to talk about in this one, but let me just give you real quick. Barbados versus Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Only 5 overs, 5.1 overs being bowled. And it seemed as if they had actually scaled it down to a 20 over per side, but only 5.1 overs they got in out of that. Now, for Barbados Pride, Kyle Mears, the captain, he was left not out on 24, having faced 18. And as you can expect, some boundaries, right? 3 fours and 1 6. Lineiko Bocher, he got 21 from 13 not out with 1 4 to his name. So that is basically all that happened today where those teams are concerned. As I said at the beginning, Windward Islands and Leeward Islands are currently playing, so I'm not going to necessarily touch that scorecard until tomorrow or so when everything is done. But you know, I can tell her that the first century of the CG United Super 50 has been scored. The first century of the CG United Super 50 Cup has been scored. 2025, that is, has been scored. So we'll take a look at that at a later time. Now let's just go through this West Indies under 19 versus England under 19 match card. So West Indies won by 6 wickets via the DLS method. 6 wickets, my viewers and subscribers. Yes. So that's a 2-0 lead in the 7-match series. Let me just take a look at it right here. So Jamaica, West Indies under 19s, they batted second. And as I said, they won by 6 wickets. So England under 19, 160 for 5 of 31.4 overs. Yes, 161 for 5 of 31.4 overs. Now, batting for England, a couple of guys got starts. Joe Moores, he got 27. Will Benson got 20. But the pick of the batters, Caleb Falconer, he got 42 from 52. Well, as a matter of fact, it was the captain, Farhan Ahmed, who got 46 from 51, who was the pick of the batters. So England under 19s putting together 160 for 5 of 31.4 overs. All right, so shout out to the West Indies under 19s for bowling that well. All right, let's just take a look at our chase. So 160 for 5. We were given a target of 100 and let me just get it real quick here. Yeah, so 191 was the target. Yes, 191. After England got to 160 for 5. So the target 191, right? So we were able to get up to 192 for 4. Yes, 192 for 4. Let me just give you our bowling before I go down into the batting. So bowling for us, Pollard, he got 2 for 20. He was supported by Jittins, he picked up 1 for 21. We also saw a couple of other guys. Van Lawn getting 1 for 22 and Belly getting 1 for 11. So those were the contributors there for us with the ball in terms of wickets. So West Indies under 19s getting England to 160 for 5 in this reduced affair. We were given 191 and we got up to 192 for 4. Game going down to the last ball, to the last over, right? So basically another tightly contested game. Now batting for the West Indies under 19s, the openers, they did pretty well. They put together 84 before we lost the first wicket. Yes, 84 before we lost the first wicket there. Let me just get into it. We saw Brian getting 31 from 48. He had 3 4s and 1 6. His opening partner, Fontaine, got 39 from 65 with 5 4s. And coming down in the back end there, Zachary Carter getting 26 from 22. He was supported by Jonathan Van Lawn, who got 57 from 34. He picked up 3 4s and 5 6s in that knock to make sure that we got across the line. He remained not out. So congratulations to the West Indies under 19s and well tried England. Bowling for England under 19s, Jack Nelson getting 2 for 25, while Jay Singh got 1 for 44. So that's a 2-0 lead in this 7-match series to the West Indies under 19s. Big up.